Into the Spotlight Talk Show! Welcome to another spectacular day of interviews and entertainment here in this show. To remind you that confidence is a key, and let's be honest, and I'm the living proof of that. I mean, just look at me. I'm the reason the mirror were invented. Again, these jokes are so lag. My name is Hector Vega. I'm your host, undeniable, handsome, and effortless, charming person. Still me. Everybody, thank you so much for watching Into the Spotlight today. And don't worry, I'm not trying to blind you with all my charisma. Before we get started, we want to give, again, as always, thank you to Concrete Liar Pictures for making this show possible and providing us these amazing studios that you actually seeing today. And as well, a special shout out to the Sun Brands, Impact Fashion and Beyond the Fast Lane for this incredible shirt that I'm wearing today. Handcrafted, unique designs and perfect for every gentleman here in Orlando, Florida. You can find them at 1011 North Mills Avenue in Orlando, Florida, or contact at 608-516-6919 with Ashley Medios for more information. And more further ado, do not forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, Podcast, and Spotify. I don't have OnlyFans or Sugar Mommy, Sugar Daddy to provide this stuff, guys. Of course. And hit the subscribe button for, all the content that we actually share every week. Give us a like and share your favorite moments for today's day episode of Into the Spotlight Talk Show. Ladies and gentlemen, no further ado, we're going to start right away with the favorite segment of the night. Welcome to the Flash Highlight of the Week! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Flash Highlight of the Week. And today's topic, it is a thing that nobody has. Today we're going to talk about magic behind the scene. It is actually the photography of today's day. And I will tell you right now, photography is a revolution where we capture moments, freeze time, and sometimes even our best angle photography. If you don't know, comes from the Greek words phys and the graphe, which basically means drawing with light. Sounds pretty magical, right? And guess what? It all started in 1826 when Joseph Niepce, I don't speak French, I will tell you just right now that, took the first permanent photography view from the window, and Le Grasse is not just a selfie, but it is first shot ever captured on film, little blurry, but hey, it wasn't 1826. Fast forward to 1839, I enter Louis Daguerre, the man who said, let's make this whole photography thing practical. And he invented the daguerreotype. A shine details images of metal plate. In that time, it was a big deal. Suddenly, people could capture their portraits without painting them. Wow, this is interesting though. But here's where the revolution really kicks in. In 1888, George Eastman introduced the Kodak camera, which the little wonder made photography so easy. Even your grandma could take a good picture and make it better than you. That was actually all the time with it. And you had to do was press the button, send it to Kodak, and try the rest, and just like that, the photography came into life. Something everyone could enjoy and not just the pros. Here's the kicker. In 1900, Kodak released the Kodak Brownie camera, which cost just a buck. Are you kidding me? $1? Yes, you're hearing that, $1. Suddenly millions of people were snapping photos like crazy. It didn't matter if you were a kid, a grandma, or someone who took a camera just for royalty. Photography was for everyone at that time. And that was the game changer. Fun fact about this, Kodak Brownie was the world's first camera that made photography not only accessible for fun, but people finally had ability to create and capture vivid moments. Never had before, whether it was a family picnic, cat in the hat, or that legendary I can't believe this nut butter. I just changed it because it's actually funny when I tell it in my mind. And today we're going to start showing 3 experience videos that I'm gonna showcase. The first one, when a photographer taking place for the first time and do camera for the first time as this.
Perfect spot for a shot. What do you think?
Are you sure?
Yeah, just like, you know, the greenery. I got a vision. Let's get started. Come on.
Okay.
Cool. So just have your left foot forward, right foot back, lean back, and arms dangling. Perfect.
Like this?
That's perfect.
I don't know about this.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna look great on Instagram.
Interesting why you cannot contract or hire anyone that don't have an experience in camera, because you're gonna end it like that. The second video is actually showing why first and foremost, why wedding is not allowed in my life. I do not want a wedding camera because of this. Watch this video.
Okay, everyone who is invited out of politeness but not expected to come. Nice. Okay, now everyone who slept with the bride.
And this is actually why I cannot take the wedding things, because if the camera give me that, the man or woman give me that instruction to go to a wedding and do that, believe me so, you're gonna see me coming in and coming out in 3 seconds just for that. This is entertainment purposes, guys. Just have fun. And the third video is gonna show you, and I'm laughing because this one is it's another wedding, but prepare. When you are like a cameraman or woman or videographer, you need to know logistic and scouting in. This is actually what's happening. That's why you need to know where you are at before taking a picture, because he fall off right now inside of the pool. That's actually interesting. But something more interesting, and why we are here today, you can find snap picture with a snap of the finger. Just a tap on your phone at this time with a filter and utilize the mother area right now. We have a ton of options right now in this present world with the cameras and instant sharing with the world, but think about it like this. Back in the day, you had to wait days or even weeks to see your photos develop. Now, we got the whole world of images right in our pockets. But does that make photography more meaningful or less? So here's the big question for you. If you could use, or would you rather had the old school ways of do photography, or you have this modern era photography? Oh, what kind of type of photography do you like? Professional, phones? Now iPhone, everything like that is available for you, so you can actually edit it like you're a master pro. Give me your details and down below in the description here on Into the Spotlight TV, and tell me what your type of actually photography or experience. And this is actually sharing your moments right now. This was the flashlight light of the week 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going right now with my favorite segment on the night. As always, welcome to the What's Up? Welcome to the What's Up on today's date. Okay, so you're watching Into the Spotlight for the first time. I will tell you right now. This is actually a segment that I share a lot of information about the holidays that we are celebrating today, and although my movie recommendation. Today, we are March 27, 2025, and today we are celebrating International Whiskey Day. Yay! The one is actually I enjoy right now this day because actually I love whiskey. Although we are celebrating Major League Baseball today, opening day, National Viagra Day. What day? We are celebrating, oh my god, we are celebrating quirky country music titles today. And last but not least, we are celebrating World Theater Day. Thank you. We are celebrating totally different to anybody. So now we're going to talk about my movies recommendation of this week, and I have 3 movies. And I am really happy about this season of horror because they are coming out a lot of movies. So, Amazing in Cinemark and Regal, this 27th, tomorrow, on March 28th, becoming The Woman in the Jar. This is actually Ramona, a woman grieving the loss of her child, become obsessed with the mysterious figures that she observed in her jar. As her fixation grows, she descends into a physiological spiral, blurring the lines between reality and delusion. This is directed by Jaume Colec Sierra, and the cast is Daniel Detweiler, Russell Horson, and Okui Obskawalseli. Okay, I had dual culture. The actual names is kind of problematic at this point. Another movie from the theater as well, coming on March 28 as well, is called A Working Man. This is Livon Cade, a former Black Ops operative turned construction work, is drawn back into the lethal skills. Sarah Woolen local girls goes missing. His search uncovers a dangerous criminal conspiracy, forcing him to confront his past and protect those he loves. Directed by David Ayer, the cast is Jason Statham, Livon Cade, David Harbour Michael Peña. And my last movie of this right now, although coming tomorrow and all the platforms, they're coming a lot of movies, good movies. So that's the reason I'm just making the suggestion, guys. Coming The Death of a Unicorn. And this is a father, his daughter accidentally hit a unicorn with their car and bring it to a retreat hosted by a wealthy pharmaceutical CEO. When the unicorn's creative properties and discover chaos, its issue is as a greed and power dynamic spiral out of control. This is directed by Alice Schaffman, and the cast is Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Richard A. Grant. If you don't know Jenna Ortega, she is actually Wednesday. Just to let you know. This was, if you like this, guys, this was the What's Up of today's day. Stick around because up next, we have an amazing guest. Joining us, Patrick Floto. He's here to share his inspired story about balancing capturing memories and living in the moments. Plus, how overcoming adversity has unlocked creativity potential behind the camera. You don't miss this one because it's going to be really, really informative, and the topic of today's day is going to be one of the highlights. So, see you after this short break. Yeah! Welcome back to Into the Spotlight Talk Show. Tonight, our guest sees the art of photography as both an illusion and magic. Basically, he's the Houdini of the cameras. His creativity has led him to define a unique style, and many of his work are so iconic, they are become the selfie of the theme park world. Please welcome the man who makes photography look like a pure wizardry, Patrick Floto!
How you doing, Hector? I got you, Jay. Yeah, I got you.
Yes, I know. Welcome, Patrick.
Hey, how you doing, Hector?
I'm doing great. This is interesting. Before diving into the conversation, thank you so much since day one, and I'm grateful with Jay as well. Jay, you're gonna be the next one. You know that. So it's gonna be it's very. When I met you for the first time, and Adriana and I, we like, oh, we need to interview him because we come for the theme parks. That's, I think, the relation start because somebody suggested me to when I was looking for a photographer.
Yeah, it's Jordan Allen.
Jordan Allen, yeah.
First episode 1. Watch it.
Jordan Allen, yeah.
I mean it. Watch it.
It was that was actually when we started in the professionalism that you take and the idea of the concept that you want to bring in your portrait as a professional. I saw like I need this kind of gem and all the photographers that I can be because you guys has become a master of, I think, here in Orlando, Florida, due to the theme parks. Not only you, but Jade and all the photographers. You guys are the highlights of that. So today, that's the reason I bring Patrick, because he's a multiple stuff. But today, you born in New Jersey, right? No, Long Island, New York.
Long Island, but I mean, I'm a Florida man level 38, you know. New York is just kind of like my intro levels. I don't even remember it. It doesn't count. So
Doesn't count?
I'm
So
a Florida man,
You're
yeah.
Florida, but were you born in Long Island, New York? So,
Yeah,
and-
something like that. Like, I don't remember anything about it.
But actually, you moved Melbourne, Florida when you were two.
Too, yeah.
So that's the reason the lapsing down there.
Yeah.
So I photographer and Marine military. Are you right now retired?
I wish I was retired. If I would have stayed in, I would be retired by now, and I wouldn't have to do anything. But I mean, I got work. I got to do everything. I only did 4 years in the Marine Corps. I did it straight out of high school. I meant it to be a chapter in my life. I was never really like a hoorah, gung-ho, you know, patriotic kind of guy. But I was like, you know what? The Iraq War just started. It's time to go. Let's do something. And I meant it to just be a chapter. But, you know, the Marine Corps is a little bit different in that it just becomes a part of you. And it's like, it's not just a chapter. It's like the spine that binds every damn page in that book of your life.
Well, it's quite interesting because I read a little bit when so you joined Marines in 2003 and became a military journalist.
Yeah.
Inside of that, so you were doing pictures as well inside there?
Well, kind of. So I didn't really want to, you know, be a photographer or anything like that. I was a kind of moody teenager, so I like to write journal entries. I think they used to call it, what did they call it back then? Live journal.
Yeah, live journal.
And I don't think anyone ever read it, which is probably a good thing. But I like to write a lot, and I watched this movie called Full Metal Jacket. I'm sure everyone's heard of it, but the main character of that is what my job was. It's called the combat correspondent.
Oh, nice.
And you're basically a propaganda manufacturer for the military. So it's photography is a small part of it. And honestly, I wish I would have taken it more seriously at the time. I like the writing part. I like the interviewing part. I like living in the moment.
The whole scripting, writing up, and tell the story on a perspective versus the imaging part.
Yes.
I do have a question. How these two paths, like photographer and military, collide into your vision as a career?
Yeah, so like I said, I really didn't take photography too seriously while I was in the Marine Corps. And the cool thing about the Marine Corps is they always say every Marine is a rifleman. So your career isn't really dependent on how good you are at your job. It's kind of funny.
Of course.
Of course. No, you're graded on 3 basic things. You're graded on your rifle marksmanship, you're graded on your physical fitness, and you're graded on what they call pros and cons. So half of it, pros, is your proficiency at your job, very small part.
Yeah.
Conduct, which means not be too much of an asshole, but also be like really Marine Corps, like hoorah, hoorah. So
that's straight nail of the seriousness of the job.
Yeah. So it's like I loved it. It's like you could, you know, do a little bit of newspaper reporting, but then you say, "Hey, Staff Sergeant, let's go to that range. Let's shoot some stuff, or let's go on a 7-mile run today. Hoorah, let's go!" And as long as you're that kind of Marine, you're escalating.
What inspired you to pursue this journey?
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't take photography too seriously. Like I was trained like at the best, you know, by some of the best in photography while I was in the Marine Corps. And I really wish I took it seriously back then. I really wish I took it seriously a lot of times in my life. But what really hurt was when my daughter was born. It was April 3rd, 2022. And she was sitting under this like warming plate. She looked like a hamburger, you know? And it's just like a golden glow, and she's like so beautiful there. And all I had was my phone camera on me, and I felt like such an idiot at the time. I was like, I know I could do much better than this little snapshot I got.
The technology, what we were talking about earlier about the whole history of photography. So the difference about that year versus this year is totally different when you portray a picture, right?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like something a lot of people don't realize, like when you take pictures of your phones, there's actually, you know when you're on your phone, look at the back of it, there's like 3 lenses. It's taking 3 pictures at once. And then it's like computationally making a perfect image. A perfect image isn't an artistic image. And that's where this whole Houdini thing, I like that. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that from you.
But I had to put something proper, no?
But no, like the whole artistic point of photography is to make something imperfect. And then you know the rules to get a perfect exposure, and then you break them to make it something surreal. You know, like I think about Led Zeppelin a lot when I'm shooting. And Led Zeppelin, they don't have perfect sound, perfect even sound throughout the thing. They go high, they go low, and they distort. That's how I kind of do photography.
I think I always say, and I think the last time we met each other, we were talking about like you are so detailed in color grading. I'm really bad in color grading. I will tell you that. Everybody have a talent, but how that do you masterize that during the process?
I mean, really, it's the professionals at these theme parks, and that's why I got into theme park photography. Was these set designs are immaculate, and I'm like, this is professional quality stuff. So I just take what they have and they started building upon it. I kind of see what their intentions are with their different colors or different hues for stage lighting, and I just say, I'm going to take that, but I'm going to tweak it just a little bit, and that's how I just escalate. And I always just kind of see every shoot as a way to level up. I'm like, what I could have done differently on that last one, I'm going to do a little bit differently now. Yeah,
it's kind of different. So you masterize, or your theme topic right now, besides theme parks, what is your genre and your favorite subject on photography?
So my favorite subject, this is a cool thing about having photography as a side gig, is you don't have to like maximize your clientele. I don't really care if I make more money than I spend. I mean, that would be nice, but
of course.
That's the problem. That's the whole thing, yeah. But no, I shoot a lot of burlesque, and I know that turns some people off, and that's great. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But what I like about burlesque, ironically, is I like it when they take their clothes off. That's kind of cool. But it's actually the interesting part of burlesque is the costumes they have on. Because
the wardrobe.
Because every performer, it's a theme. So it's like, that's what makes it different than like a strip club or something like that, is that, they start off themed and it's themed to the music. Like last one I shot was Blue Star, who's been doing this for 16 years. She's amazing, by the way. Every third Wednesday, make sure you check them out at Stardust Lounge. But the last one they did was an 80s theme, and watching like Megan Boyd go up there with pour some sugar on me, and she's got like the leopard, and I'm like, this is amazing art.
It's actually I think the sensuality of that and the color, actually the deep color. I saw like the several pictures, and you difference on other is just dedication to the colors, how you construct the shapes, the authenticity, what you said, like you highlight everything, the wardrobe, the performer, and everything. It's just like details. There's people that masterize it during the process.
Yeah, and 100%. And plus, there's an added element of it, is that it's not really choreographed. It's like you don't know what they're going to do, and there's only one performer to focus on. So it's, you have a lot of leeway and it keeps you on your toes to get that one person and get their angles. Yeah.
And the free will to do your creativity as a signature photographer. So that's the thing. What is the best advice that you can give to someone they're looking forward to do this?
So the first thing you need, aside from a camera, but if you want to shoot people, the biggest thing you need to have is respect for the person that's stepping in front of your camera. We're standing here right now. You got this fresh haircut. I got this fresh haircut. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I see you, Jade. I see you. We have 4 cameras staring at us. Yeah. Everyone is vulnerable in front of a camera. It doesn't matter how confident you are, how many times you've been in front of a camera. Nobody. Mr. Confidence here.
It's just a quote to masterize and put it like I think like a feedback for myself. Like I'm a scared of camera, but I'm gonna still do it no matter what.
Yeah, because the thing about a camera is, I'm not sure what Jade is shooting on right now, but I typically shoot like a 1/250th of a second. So what a picture is it takes this moment, like we've been sitting here, like 10 minutes? It takes that 1/250th of a second between the shutter opening and closing, and it makes it forever until that image is deleted. And a lot of people, that terrifies a lot of people. It's like, how good do I look? How good do I look now versus like a fraction of a second now? I don't know. I just made some weird faces right then. But
how many pictures do you take that people make weird faces, right?
Yeah, it's I think I take like I've gotten better at timing, especially with dance. But the thing about dance is like it doesn't matter like how artfully they kick off like a move. It's a physical thing, and they're exerting themselves. So sometimes they have like weird faces, like So it's just like I just make sure that they look good, because that's a responsibility of you as a photographer. Is like I don't want to make anyone look bad. everyone has their moments where they have like a little weird thing on their face. Like I've
dedication.
made a bunch for Jade right now.
Yeah.
But it's just, you have to make people look good, and you have to make people feel confident, because that moment lasts forever,
forever.
until it's
Yeah.
deleted. And it's something I want people to remember, and that's the most important thing for me, is making sure those memories stick, and the good memories, and it's the thing that they remember.
It lasts
that
forever.
moment.
Yeah, it lasts forever. And thank you so much for sharing that, because again, entrepreneurship and be an artist, they're two things separately, and people say like, oh, everybody can be an entrepreneur. Everybody can be, but artist is just dedicating and see the truth behind everything on the scenes. And thank you so much for sharing that with me, because you haven't done that. Jay, thank you so much as well for that. And everybody at home, thank you so much. Patrick, thank you so much for sharing today about your experience and your artistry, because it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Everybody at home, Patrick is not going anywhere, because we're going to have minute challenge in today one. It is a new one that I haven't done it before. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to Into the Spotlight Talk Show!
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still here hanging out with Patrick Floto. And, Patrick, I just use violence all the time that I came here. Because welcome to the Minute Challenge game. And today, Patrick, we're going to start doing something very risky. More risky than me sliding inside a toboggan.
Inside of a what?
A toboggan.
A toboggan. Okay.
I don't know if it's toboggan. That's the name of the coasters?
Yeah, it's a toboggan. Yeah.
A toboggan? Oh,
Yeah.
Trying to make words as part of my personality. But everybody, today we got a mini challenge. We're gonna try to make peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but we have one rule: make it blindfolded. So we have 1 minute to make the most perfect, and we have actually audience today, so they're gonna judge us and who's gonna win. Please do not hesitate to applause for me, because I'm the most creative one. I know, confident. We can do a battle.
I'll give you your applause.
Thank you.
That was
actually
right
what
now.
it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, so we have 1 minute to actually try to do the best peanut butter jelly. I'm not gonna eat it. If you're gonna eat it, perfect. But the audience is gonna
hungry.
literally vote had the best peanut butter. You ready for plate just right now?
I'm ready.
Well, everybody, we're gonna start playing a blindfold. Oh my God, sweet nebulous. We have 1 minute on clock, so so in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God.
We're starting.
Yep. I don't know what I'm doing. Patrick, you're gonna lose. You know that?
Oh, I'm gonna lose. I think I'm done.
I don't believe you.
I'm done. What are we waiting on? Come on, let's go.
No! Oh!
Faster!
Are you cheating?
Let's go.
Are you cheating? Oh my God! I don't know. Oh my God!
I'm done.
You did?
I don't know what to do right now, but I'll take a break.
Keep eating. Don't tell me that he already did that. Yo, I was like ready. We finished already?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
God, we finished. What? 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to even see it. I just literally I see a glimpse of something. What the? Guys,
I don't know what this is for, but
this is a fun fact. I didn't give any rules about this game, so by default, I think he won. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Floto! Oh my God. Can I ask the question? Probably not.
I wash my hands. Yeah. Anyone got some milk? This is dry.
You know what, Patrick? Where they can find you in the social media platforms? So everybody
Yeah,
knows
so
about
I thought it's kind of clever. My last name is Floto, so I thought photography. But then my sister started photography like 10 years ago, so she took that handle. I don't know if she still does it or not anymore. But I'm P Photography on Instagram.
P Photography, and you're actually gonna see in the description that right now and YouTube the link of all his social media. So you actually go there, subscribe his all his page, and be available there. Thank you, Patrick. And that was something.
Don't be a chicken.
You know, that's debatable at this point.
All right.
That's debatable at this point. Thank you so much for coming to be here tonight. And wow, that was. Oh my God.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
do that.
no, they made me to,
Okay,
they told me
we'll
to
do
do
it.
Guys, thank you for watching Into the Spoiler Talk Show. We're here today with Patrick Floto. See you next time. Don't worry, this is gonna be more jam. And next week we have Carson Holly with us, ladies and gentlemen. So don't miss next Tuesday, April 1st. And this was Into the Spoiler Talk Show. See you later. What's up, buddy?